Hey guys, this is a problem from one of your quizzes. It's from U3A3 formulas. It's one that a few of you have had on your quiz that you've had a hard time with, and so I thought I'd go over this one. This one, actually, the solving process is a little different. You almost kind of break a rule, but let me show you what it looks like. So it says the formulas for the surface area and volume of spheres are given below. Does there exist a sphere that has the same surface area and volume? If so, what is the radius of the sphere? Okay, so on this type of problem, if they're asking if there's any time that two equations will have the same solution, what you're going to do with that kind of a story problem is you're going to set them equal to each other and then solve. Okay, and so I'm going to take my 4 pi r squared and set that equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is get rid of that number in front. So I think that I will go ahead and divide by 4 and divide by 4. You could also divide by 4/3. It's not going to make any difference. Okay, so 4 divided by 4 is 1. So then I have pi r squared on this side. Okay, and then over here, I'm just going to kind of do my work over here on the side. So 4/3 divided by 4, that means to divide by 4 when you're doing with fractions, so you have to flip it and multiply. So we're going to put that as 4/1, and then I'm going to flip it over. Okay, now you could also, on this problem, just use a calculator. That's totally fine. Okay, so this is going to equal 1/3. So I'm going to have 1/3. Whoops. Go back to my right color here. So I'm going to have 1/3 pi r cubed. Okay, so I still have a number over here. So I probably should have done divided by 4/3 first, so it would have been easier. But we'll just go ahead and divide by 1/3 on both sides and divide by 1/3. So that means, again, I'm going to flip and multiply over here. So this is going to equal 1. Over here, I'm going to flip and multiply, so that's going to be 3 pi r squared equals pi r cubed. Okay, so it doesn't look like I made much progress, but I did, I promise. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and divide by pi on both sides. Remember, pi is just a number. It's 3.14159 and then continues on. So if I divide by pi on both sides, then that's going to be 1 on both sides. So I'm going to move up here. So we're going to have 3r squared equals r cubed. Okay, and this is where we're going to break a little bit of a rule for solving. So I don't think this is the best question, but it's on there, so we're going to deal with it. Okay, and so normally when you're trying to solve for r, you would never do something with r. But we have so many r's, we're going to go ahead and divide by our smaller number of r's. So we have an r squared, and we're going to divide that on both sides. Okay, so r squared divided by r squared is 1, so that gives me 3. And over here, remember, if we divide powers, we have to subtract the exponents. So that's going to give me r, and then I would do 3 minus 2, which is 1, and r to the first is just r. Okay, so that ends up with a radius of 3. So when a radius is 3, you would have the same surface area and volume. Okay, so that's how you do that problem. As always, please ask questions, send me emails, come to office hours on Mondays, and let me help you with anything that you have trouble with. See you for the next video.